Our next comic needs no introduction. She's the star of stage and screen and multiple adult cable channels. Just back from Magic Mountain, where she was one of the rides. Aida Libido!
I've been in makeup for 2 hours. Give me a big round of applause. Thank you so much. And thank you for coming. How many times do you think I've said that in my life? Oh, I'm so glad I got up here before the drugs wore off. Oh my gosh. And it's so nice to be on a stage that doesn't have a pole in the middle of the floor. Oh, but I do miss my trained donkey. Oh, now don't be that way. She's a female. We do a lesbian act. I don't care what anybody says. It takes talent to bump pussies with an ungulate. You all know what an ungulate is, don't you? An ungulate is described as any large grazing mammal, such as all horses, rhinoceri, elephants, and my first husband. Oh, that man was fat. Oh, when we would do the missionary position, I couldn't hear the stereo. It'll sink in. Now, as you all know, I am an international sex symbol, a major movie star, but you may not know that I'm also a magician. And for my first trick, I'm going to double the size of the audience. Ta-da! Or should I say, ta-tas? Look at you. Your eyes are just nibbling my naughty bits. And what you're thinking is true, sir. God did bless me with a spectacularly large clitoris. The vaginas of most women are innies. Mine's an outie. And look at all these handsome Asian men over here. I do so love the Asian men. I like a good laugh as much as the next girl. Too much. Speaking of too little. My second husband was Asian. And I really did enjoy being with him. The only problem was I got up and half an hour later I was horny again. Now Gayla doesn't know this, but her husband, Greg D., we were lovers once. We tried it out just to see if it would work out. And it did work out. Once. but I worked it back in. Oh, I like you, sir. I remember the last time we made love. There we were, 3 hours, humping, bumping, bumping, and jumping. 3 hours together. The final 2.5 were him apologizing. Obviously, we have a young crowd here tonight. There we were, 45 minutes into it. I looked at him and said, "What's the matter, Greg? Can't you think of anybody else either?" Speaking of tiny little yellow penises that no woman would ever want to have sex with. God. Either I got gas or our next comic is coming up. Oh, this next comedian has a self-storage unit. It's called his belly. Please welcome Victor Sonora. Thank you, sir.
It's like being in prison. Too much. Ladies and gentlemen, Victor Sonora.
Wasn't that a profiling courage? Excuse me.
Don't touch my vodka.
Speaking of courageous, you're a homosexual, aren't you, sir? You're not.
A big round of applause, please, for the homosexuals. He's Asian.
You're not a homosexual? Oh, sir, denial doesn't become you. In fact, unlike my thighs, your story doesn't hold water. I'd say just looking at you, when you toss a salad, no lettuce is involved. It took me a second, didn't it? Sir, you've been pounded more than Justin Bieber at an Elton John slumber party. You suck more dick than the cast of Glee. We're having fun, are we, tonight? Yeah.